The WNBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Edge Boost, the bank account built for better. Sign up today at edgeboost.bet with promo code SGPN and get a reps are free terrorist. Wait, no. Get a free reps are terrorist t-shirt. See how the words jumble up? Get a free reps are terrorist t-shirt. Claim your shirt at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/ref. All you have to do is go sign up today at edgeboost.bet with promo code SGPN and get a free Refs Are Terrorists t-shirt. Claim your shirt at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/reps. Reading's hard, Scott. Yay, sir. We are back with another edition of the WNBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, no voice, no guys, me, really real, Villanelle, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your sirs. All right, long weekend. We back. Had some interesting games over the weekend, some great narratives to push. Some awards have gotten posted, and I think it's a nice little time for a smooth little award check-in where we're at this part of the season. Scott Studio Reichel. Scott, what's going on?
Scotty, beat me up.
Surprise.
Yeah, can't complain. A bit of a long weekend. It was kind of a weird WNBA schedule. They kept dividing like 2 or 3 games in each day, but it was never really anything that was, I'd say, amazing in terms of content. Felt like we had a bunch of blowouts in a lot of the games recently. Maybe that's just me, selective recall, but I saw the Mystics win by what felt like 60 points yesterday against Connecticut. They scored 100-plus points. I know that the Sky got buried, and you saw Caitlin not even play. Yeah, the Valkyries. What the hell was that from the Aces? You had a bunch of games that were, pretty lopsided, but not exactly chalk. So shout out to the Valkyries for that second quarter was fantastic, but damn, the Aces got problems.
I think that there are people that have Valkyries under 8.5, and they're starting to get a little warm. I don't know, Scott. I don't know if you should be comfortable with a Valkyries under 8.5 ticket, and they have 3 wins in the first 8 games of the season.
They arguably should have 4, but they choked away that Mercury game right before the Aces game.
And the Liberty
And
game.
the Sparks game, too, they were up, I think, after 2 quarters. They're not bad.
Hey, they've got a couple of wins that could have. Hey, man. I just know that I am quietly, I haven't said anything about it, Scott, but I'm still sitting on that 20-1 Valkyries to make the playoffs ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like every single day I get a little bit like, this 8 seed is not that far away.
Yeah. I saw Xander Lassini, though, is temporarily suspended. I think for, was it Eurobasket?
Yes, I think it's something like that. It's one of those overseas basketball
So, of
leagues.
course, she's a solid shooter for that team, so we'll see how they deal without her. But the point is, they look pretty good. So
that was breaking news.
Yeah, so shout out to, once again, the Valkyries for destroying the Aces.
That's also breaking news.
Burton, by the way. Most improved? I don't know. We have a market for that, but she had more usage, but she can play.
So I looked at the most improved numbers, and I get it. I don't really. I got to go back and look at the history of the award, and I have to decide how I feel about it because I see it here. Brittany Sykes is the favorite at plus 180.
Is she improved?
Maybe to casual viewers. Yeah. And so, but like, I don't think the award voters are casual viewers. Like, we knew Brittany Sykes can do all this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Burton was more of a defensive role player. Now she's actually become a pretty solid overall guard. She almost had a triple-double against the Aces.
I don't know.
I just wanted to throw her name in the ring because I feel like Burton has a case.
Burton is second at plus 370. Then it's Gabby Williams at 4-1. Azurá Stevens 8-1.
Gabby Williams, like we thought she was a bad player. What does that even mean?
Yeah,
she was so good she played internationally because she was getting paid more money. Like, what does that even mean?
I don't know. I don't like the Gabby Williams take either. Kayla Thornton's 10-1. Lexi Hall is 12-1. Kennedy Burke is 25-1. Olivia Nelson-Ododa is 25-1. Kate Martin is 35-1. All right, let me stop it there. When
There's
we
a
get to Kate
narrative there
Martin,
for
I'm just gonna
Burton. That's
stop
all I'm saying.
it.
Like,
Yeah, no. I like it.
I want to actually see what Burton's stats were last year because I'm pretty sure she
Oh,
barely
dude,
played.
it's probably like 3 points, 1 assist.
Yeah, so last year she averaged a grand total of 3.1 points per game, 12 minutes a game, but she's never averaged more than 3.1 points per game in a season, and she's averaging about 13. She's averaging basically 13, 5, and 5. She should be the favorite in the market. No offense to Sykes, but that jump is exactly what you're looking for a most improved player award. So I would vote for her. I think there's value at, like, what do you say, 360, 390?
370. Yeah, she's at
I would
370
take
right
that.
now. Yeah,
I think it's a great price.
especially like Brittany Sykes. No, I just don't think they'll give it to her. Gabby, I don't think they'll give it to her. Azure, you could actually sell me on, but I just got to see like more of the season, and the Sparks have to like actually do something. We'll talk about them in just a
Yeah,
second.
but I'm just saying you get a massive jump by like double
I would
digit
definitely take
points.
Veronica Burton over her teammate at Kayla Thornton for sure.
Yeah.
Lexi Hall, I'm not sold. Kennedy Burke, I'm not sold. Olivia Nelson-Ododa, I'm not sold. Yeah. Veronica Burton right now is the only thing interesting at plus 370. Azure is actually kind of interesting at 8-1 too, but after that, I can't get anywhere.
I mean,
Like,
Burton wasn't even getting like sixth person minutes. She was getting like ninth person minutes. And now the fact that she's actually a starting guard who's the, I don't want to say engine of the offense, but she controls a lot of what the
mhm,
Valkyries want to do. I think that's a slam dunk. I think she'll be a minus price at some point this season. And they might want to give the team some award.
mhm.
And I think that makes sense.
Especially if
So,
they make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, it's not just coach of the
well, if
year.
it's
It's got to
playoff, I
be
was
like
going to say it's coach of the year is guaranteed to make the
coach
playoff.
of the year, and then maybe a most improved. Yeah,
Just
I
saying.
think if you look at your final three, two of the final three will be Burton and Stevens. That
Yeah.
makes sense to me. That they'll both be two of the final three.
But even
All right.
Stevens, like, we thought that she was good. Burton, we didn't really even acknowledge, you know? Like, that's kind of the difference here.
They did used to use Azure off the bench as this like auxiliary extra piece, and I like that she has a starting role now. I just
Yeah.
need her to be more consistent.
I'm saying
I'm a very big
that might
I'm
just
a
be a
very big
usage
Azure
thing.
Stevens fan.
The thing
I'm,
is,
I'm
Stevens, like, we knew even in bench minutes, though, like, she could
yeah,
play.
yeah,
Burton, we barely even acknowledged was in the league, and now she's
yeah.
averaging, like, 13, 5, and 5. But that's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a huge lead. So yeah, I like the Burton plus 370, Azure 8-1. Those are two
Yeah.
really good futures there, Scott.
We
Look at
like Sykes, but she's too good to get most improved.
I don't know why every book isn't offering rookie of the year. Probably because they know they're gonna get hit over the head.
Mm-hmm.
They probably do. Yeah. That's crazy. But I did see over the weekend a bunch of people posting 8-1, 9-1 tickets on Kiki Iriefin.
Yep.
It's crazy. 8-1, 9-1. They were that confident. There's still that much confidence in Paige. She's missed a good number of games now. And then what if she
She
misses
was
more?
probable the other day, and she didn't play.
Yeah,
So,
like
Kiki can
and
play,
Kiki.
though.
Hey, no, did you see Kiki had a step back fadeaway over turnaround fadeaway over Tina Charles.
Yeah.
And it was cold. And I was like, ooh, Kiki, you're good. You're good. I knew you were good, but you're good. It's just crazy to see somebody like be that good offensively. And I think she's at double digits in every single game. And you're a big playing in
Yeah.
the W as a rookie. How did you who is the coach at USC?
USD.
What's her name? Because she
It's that white woman who I can't remember her
yeah,
name.
yeah, her. I know exactly who I'm talking about. She need to go ahead and hang it up because how did you not have Kiki playing like this? And she's in the W now playing like this.
That
All
opens
right.
up a usage conversation with Juju, but I'm not going to go there. Hope
Ooh.
Juju makes a quick recovery, though. Just saying.
Ooh.
I hope Juju makes a quick recovery, but she did have the ball in her hands a lot. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, like Kiki's
It
really good.
worked. I mean, they beat UCLA a couple times in the regular season.
Yeah.
Lost the conference title game, but whatever. It's fine.
And Juju got hurt. So
Yeah.
it feels like mm, Feels like I've seen this story before,
That's
Tibbs.
kind of why
But
Kiki got slept on, though, because people only talked about Juju, and it's like, no, Kiki can also hoop
no,
a little
Cuckoo.
bit.
Yeah, she was at one point. She was the second overall pick, and
Yeah,
then like everything else happened. But like
yeah.
she's playing like a second overall pick right now.
Hmm.
Get all your picks and podcasts for free for the Stanley Cup, College Baseball World Series, and the NBA Finals on the SGPN app, wherever you get your podcasts. All right. Let's see here. Dang, the black guy's got a name. Like what? Like I feel like we say it all the time. I don't know.
Just
Maybe we
just
got
to
to
be
start
clear,
saying
by
our
the
names
way,
more.
just to be clear, since you didn't specify, I think he was talking about you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just in
I
case,
didn't
just
know. I
saying.
didn't know.
He didn't throw a
I didn't
name on that. I
know.
think he was
He
talking to
didn't.
you.
It was
So
very ambiguous which one of the two
yeah,
he was talking
just to
about.
be clear. Yeah, just saying.
I am the villain, Terrell Furman Jr. here, and we're talking about the game on Monday. We got 3 games to talk about. We're going to do Monday and Tuesday's games, give you 2 days of action here. Again, W moving slow. They're moving really, really slow, posting a bunch of this stuff, but
Yep.
hopefully they'll speed up.
Well, it's
Golden
also a
State
weird schedule
Valkyries.
because, sorry, I was gonna say the Aces like had 6 days off because the Commissioner's Cup stuff has kind of messed with the schedule. It's been
Just
pretty
playing, bro.
inconsistent. It's been
I was
inconsistent.
just playing. Yeah, it is inconsistent. It's really inconsistent. Some days they're like really, really on it, and some days they're taking forever. I think we caught them a day in the middle. All right. He said, did he say Dylan? I think I said
Villain.
my bad. It's Terrell, man. Just call me Terrell, man. Terrel. No, I love it, man. I love that you're here. I love everybody here. We're having a good time. I
There's
do
a
think
separate
this is
Dylan, but he's on the MLB show.
I do. Yeah, it is a separate Dylan. Oh, we should get Dylan back up here. Uh, Also, Golden State Valkyries plus 6.5 going up against the Los Angeles Sparks.
Beat him already.
162.5 is the total. Miguel in the chat was talking about it. He said, I like to take risky picks. Scott, I think this is a risky pick here
Money
because
line.
I'm on my Valkyries, man.
Yeah.
I am on my Valkyries. First of all, let me just go ahead and make the PSA announcement for anybody else that is going to ask for the rest of the year. I have a video married to the Valkyries first half. Nothing you could get. There's no situation where I will not bet the Valkyries first half spread right now, unless they just completely fall off a cliff, and this is the ruining point of it. But right now, they're 6-1-1 in their first 8 games,
Hmm.
like spread in the first half. Scott, that's Mystics like.
It
That's
is.
Mystics like.
We
And but
found our new
because
team.
guess what? Because guess what? In those 8 games, they've been without Tip Hayes multiple times. They couldn't shoot the ball at all. I mean, some of these games they were shooting less than 30% going into the third.
By the
And
way,
you're telling
Kayla?
me that they're covering?
Kayla? 4 threes? Low key?
Yeah,
Kayla?
bro. I saw that and I immediately thought of you. I forgot to text you in that
4 of
moment. But I'm
6?
like, look at I said, hey, at least that means she's hit one, so we could come back on the fade and get a better line.
Yeah. I'm in for it. I'm just saying she pieced it together for one game. She looked good. Double
So
double, I
like,
think, in that game.
all those they have all those players out and they're still covering.
Yeah.
And it's Natalie. It's Natalie. Natalie is getting them ready, has a great game plan before the game, and she implements the game plan and keeps them on track. Maybe sometimes they may, keep it be slow in the first, but they always pick it up in the second.
Mhm.
Like, dude. I mean, when I played it over the weekend, I did +7 against the Aces. At that point, I knew. I knew that we were a match made in heaven. So you don't have to ask me, hey, are you playing the Valkyries first half today? If you do ask that question, as you're typing it, just think to yourself, oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah. I do think that you're looking at a Valkyries team that's still undervalued to me. Are we just not watching the Sparks? Like this team's horrible. Like what are we doing here?
They are pretty
Like what
bad.
am I missing here? I don't.
Because, first of all, another little Scott, do you know they still don't have Odyssey Sims props out?
And she starts.
And she's cooking.
She's been great.
She's cooking.
She's starting too many
She's
games for our
arguably
bet, but she's playing well.
she's arguably in the past 3 games playing better than Kelsey Plum.
I mean, you know my thoughts on Plum. They're well documented. It's not a good sign when you peak in your franchise debut. It's probably not a good sign. But I'm just throwing it out there. It has not
No
been
way.
fun.
That's not her best game, Scott. It is not.
Is it
It
not? She
probably
had
is.
37 in that game.
Yeah, I
I have to
know.
imagine that is her best game
But I
with the
hope
team.
like she's had like something. Hold on.
I'm not saying that she's had like a bunch of really bad games, but that's clearly her best game. That was the best this
Oh
team was
yeah.
going to look. But
And I
I
mean,
mean,
it's not even.
Burrell got hurt. Rakia's been banged up. I mean, there have been some issues. Brink still hasn't played, but 6.5. The Valkyries went into this building and already beat them.
That's literally the only game she shot over 50%.
I'm saying she's been bad. I'm not
She's
a
got a
Plum
couple.
fan.
Got a couple of 50% games in there. Those are actually still pretty good. But like the only game she shot over 50% was that one. Every other one, it's looking really bad for the scoring here.
And we knew going in defensively they'd be a mess. So the fact is, I just have questions about the consistency offensively. The defense is a mess, but the Valkyries, you know what? As you said, they're well coached. I do not think the Sparks are a well coached team. So give me the better coach, plus 6.5. They can win the game.
I'm not married to Lynn Roberts as a coach. I don't think she's bad, but I don't think it's the
I didn't
best
say she's
either.
bad, but I think the Valkyries coach is better.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, well, I'm all the
That's
way
what I'm saying.
in
So you have
on
a coaching
that.
advantage.
That's my dog. I'm all the way in on that. Yeah, I agree there. So I've seen the Sparks die in second halves of games, and it just doesn't make me comfortable to lay the number. Now, this is the rubber match between these two already. Appreciate it, schedulers. Did you know the Liberty and the Lynx play each other 3 times in a row this season? I
I did
can't
not
wait.
know that.
Yes, in August. I can't wait. It's gonna
We're
be
getting
horrible.
we're getting a mini finals in the middle of
Oh
the season.
yeah.
Right,
I don't even know how to handicap the third game. I've never seen a team play each other 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
not
know either.
like, can we even say that's a deja vu game?
Deja vu game?
He's gonna as I heard as soon as you said that, I said he's gonna say vu vu.
We'll come up with something. We'll figure it out. It's fine.
But yeah, rubber match here, 84-67 in the first game of the season, on the road for the Sparks. And then at home, they got beat by the Valkyries 82-73, where again, in that game, second half, the Sparks just completely died. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not there on the Sparks. I think that they have really, really bad issues defensively here that they're going to have to work on. You look at what they're doing, and opponents' points per game, they are 10th in WNBA, giving up 83 points per game. The Valkyrie, not perfect, but it feels like that they're giving up points to like quality competition, and they're holding some of the teams that are either in their range or around their range down into the scoring and making it a tougher game on them. And the Valkyries, they're not putting up a bunch of points, but they're finding a way to stay in these games. Give me the plus 6.5, man.
Win this game. They're a well-coached team, and you know what? We thought they'd be better than people thought. They've been feisty. The Sparks look lost half the time. It feels like a lot of players who are trying to do their own thing, but there's not much cohesion. At least what I've noticed watching the Sparks play. I'll take the teamwork. Give me the plus 6.5.
Final thing for you on the spread. Valkyries are 5-3 against the spread this season. The Sparks are 4-5. Actually, 1-3 is a home favorite. Jesus. Yeah. Can't get behind them. All right. Totals. We are at 162.5. I see some 163s out there, actually.
Yeah, I like the under. I know the Valkyries scored 95 in the last game against the Aces, but the fact is the first 2 games of the season did end up landing below 156. The line feels a bit high to me based on the head-to-head. I'll go under.
Yikes. I don't know. Because the Sparks defense is really a cause for concern here for me.
Yeah, but I think the Valkyries, you'd argue regressions may be in store, but 95 against the Aces at home.
I just don't think I think the Valkyrie can walk into 80 here. I mean, the Sparks aren't making it, they ain't making it hard for anybody. Like 80 is about the standing point. What's the team total?
Sparks have scored less than 85 in both meetings. Scored 73 in the home game back in late May. So,
and it's 85.5 for the Sparks team total, and Valkyries are 78.5. Yeah, just give me the Valkyries team total over. I think they let them get to 80.
Yeah, I don't mind the Sparks team total under though. They have gone under in
But if we
each
like the
series
Valkyrie
meeting.
to win, Valkyries get to 80. Okay, so it gets there and under, and Sparks don't get their win total. Valkyrie get theirs and it goes under.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I feel more safe with just playing the Valkyries team total. Also, another cool little Valkyrie stat that I saw up there: Valkyries have held their opponent under their team total in 2 of their 8. No, wait, I said that wrong.
You mean
In
six
6,
of the rate?
yeah, 6 of their 8. 6
Good,
of their
good
8
defensive
games.
team.
Yeah. Believe it or not, Natalie
Yeah.
needs to. They need Natalie back over there in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I love a good revenge game. All right, play the props.
We have bettable lines on threes minus 120. We're back.
Wait, you said what? You froze out.
I was saying Kayla under 1.5 threes. We're back to bettable prices minus 120 again.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like Salon again.
She's been quiet lately, but she was good against the Sparks earlier this season.
And our points line is back down to 9.5.
Yeah.
Just get to 10. Who else do I like? I like Rakia here today as well. I think Rakia is working herself back to form.
Who gets a bigger bump with Zandalicini being out? Is that Salon?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
go back to the yeah. Yeah, they're gonna need her.
That's why I assumed as much. And she also has size, which helps.
Yeah, they're gonna need her scoring. Probably, and it's probably honestly, it's probably Burton too. Like,
Yeah. Well, Burton was going to play a ton anyway, so I kind of just expected that. Salon's
I
minutes
just
have been
feel
a bit inconsistent. That's why I brought her up.
one of these days, Julie Van Loo is gonna have a crazy game too. I'm actually slightly disappointed in what she's done this season so
Mhm.
far. I felt like a Van Loo would be a constant 7, 8 assist type of gal, especially in an offense like this. But I guess it's because Burton looks so good. She always has the ball in her hand. Kind of makes it tough. All right. I said Rakia. I said Salon already. Those were really the 2 I target. I played the Salon rebounds as well. I think I played them at 4.5.
They need somebody to help crash the glass. That is one
Yeah.
issue with this team, though. They are still
Their
undersized.
rebounding is horrible.
Yeah. They're
Oh man.
undersized. I mean, it is what it is.
And for that, it makes
Hamby?
Azare and Hamby very interesting. And I mean, just go away from Plum right now. Like if she's not getting it, go away from it.
I
And
get it.
that's where
She was the
they're gonna get
main.
screwed.
Yeah, she was the main acquisition. You want to play through her, but offenses that play through Kelsey Plum are going to be, in my opinion, quite inefficient. So I've been lower on Kelsey Plum for her entire career. So we'll see.
Oh man. Mo Billings gets the bump. She just played. They stopped listing her props.
I was going to say we're talking about only with people with props, but yeah,
Yeah,
Billings is a good spot.
I wish they would list her props
She
again.
was pretty good in the pick and roll game against the Aces. Then again,
Bro,
everybody was good in the pick and roll game against the Aces, but
you wanna know
Billings
who
looked good.
you wanna know who has a prop and shouldn't? People are gonna get mad when I say it.
To Kate Martin, who are you talking about?
Yeah. Her
always
props at
Kate
9.
Martin.
It's 9.5, bro.
Yeah.
Salon and Kate Martin have the same points prop. Which one would you take to get 10 points?
I mean, it comes down to minutes, but I think Solana gets the bump with Zandalicini being out, so I'll go Solana.
Yeah.
I'm with you on Kate Martin, though. I'm not a big fan, but I do think Solana's minutes can be dicey. I'll put it that way.
And yeah, she also had a revenge game against the Aces. That was a very, very good get up spot for her, but it's just not consistent enough for me. It's not consistent enough. 10 points is a lot. Like, if 10 points is a lot to W, everybody just doesn't get 10 off the bench. If you get 10 off the bench, if you consistently average 10 off the bench, you're in the running for 6th player of the year.
Yeah.
What happened? What'd you say?
I said it was
broke
true.
out again. Oh, okay.
I said it was
I
true.
didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think a lot of other people heard you. All right. Anything else you got? Nope. Nothing. Good.
No, that's it.
Edge Boost is first ever bank account built for bettors, ensuring all gambling transactions are approved. No use fees, no minimums. 100% approval for all betting deposits. Sign up today at edgeboost.bet with promo code SGPN. And it is the last week to sign up to get a free Refs Are Terrorists t-shirt. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/refs to claim your free shirt. All right. We've also got Circa Resort and Casino Las Vegas are giving away the ultimate fantasy football experience. I love being over there at the Circa. Really, really great property. And shout out to Derek Stevens, who's actually really, really nice when you meet him in person too. 12-person league and 12-person league can draft in Vegas and be treated like VIPs. You'll get a limo ride from the airport, a $5,000 tab for stadium swim, and a hotel stay for you and your 11 league mates. So make sure you head over there to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/circa to get into that contest. You can also get 15% off all the Circa properties with promo code SGPN15, but enter that ultimate fantasy football contest for free at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CIRCA. All right. Let's see. We are on the Tuesday.
Yep.
We've got 2 games going off here. I saw the chat was fuming earlier about the schedule, how we're waiting to 10 p.m. for the game today. I mean, I get it. You want to give the people you want to give the 5 o'clock West Coasters 2 hours to get from their job to home
It's about
to grab
attendance.
their stuff and get to the game. I get it. I think that you should be gracious and just move the start time up in the game so that those people get to leave work early. Because me, if I know the Valkyries are playing and I got season tickets, oh yeah, I'm out early this day, guys. Game early start time today. Gotta go.
Yeah, but they're giving you extra time. You can dodge the traffic, dodge the riots. You got a lot of time to get to the stadium.
I guess. I would definitely. I don't know,
It's so
Scott. I
it's
was
solely
always the
it's
person
solely
looking to
based on
leave early.
attendance. It's solely based on attendance for the West Coast. They just want people in the building. That's why they
I was
did it. But
always looking for the yeah, and they tried to play WWE with that because they had a 4 p.m. start time on the West
yeah,
Coast, and it was a little early, empty in the beginning part of the show.
I
But
imagine
yeah, so I guess,
traffic is a mess in LA.
dude,
It's brutal.
I want nothing to do. I want nothing to do with LA traffic. I'm very curious. It was times that Kobe would be like, "Yeah, I'm about to head to the office, so I'll talk to you in the next hour and a half." And I'm like, "What?"
I mean, I don't want to be too somber on that, but that is why Kobe started taking the helicopter. It's because the traffic was so bad. I'm just being honest. That's why it was
It's a
so
good
bad.
point.
He started
Yeah,
traveling through the air.
no, yeah. It's just that I just said Kobe, and then you said Kobe, and I'm like, "Wait, what? Kobe took the helicopter?" Oh no, he's saying Kobe.
Yeah,
That,
you're saying. I'm just saying is that it's the fact that it's that bad that some celebrities are willing to literally fly places because you can't drive. Like that's how
I was about to
bad the
say,
traffic is.
Kobe has a helicopter. What
No,
college basketball bet
I
got
meant
Kobe
I
a
meant Kobe Bean
helicopter?
Bryant. No.
All right, man.
But that just
Hey,
reminded me of oh yeah, that's right. That is why he would fly all the time because the traffic was a joke.
yeah, no, it's crazy, man.
Mm.
Indiana Fever are on the road back in Atlanta to play the Atlanta Dream. Laying 2.5 here, 166.5 is total. Scott, I don't have any news on Miss Caitlin Clark.
It'd be a good matchup to come back for if she wants to go for some stats.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They defended her pretty well earlier this season. I don't know if she want to come back during this game. Wasn't this one of the games? Wasn't this one of the games where she couldn't hit a three?
Well, there was one game where I thought she played pretty well, then she was in foul trouble the other game, and they somehow won anyway. That's what I remember. She might not have
Yeah,
been great in either one. I think she was okay in the first one. I think
and
she was good in
yeah,
the game they lost, and she was bad in the game that they
one.
won.
Yep, sounds about right. MVP. So, how many of their wins are Chicago? 2 of the 4.
It's better than 0 out of the 4. As you know, it's not, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's free wins on the schedule. You know, you're not going to complain.
I mean, I don't. This is I can't trust Steph White to put up points on the road here. They still only scored 79 in that game against Chicago, by the way. On the road, you had Chicago 79. You have Washington 77. Oh, they're actually not good on the road. What's the 0-3 to the total going under on the road? Where's their team total? Yeah, that was a great assumption. Can't trust this team on the road score at all.
I like to dream in the game.
Team total under for the Fever is, yeah, they haven't gotten over their team total in a single road game yet.
You can make the argument they've played better, but they played the Mystics, who did win against Connecticut, but they've kind of been regressing lately. And Chicago's a fake team. Like, Chicago's just an embarrassment. So they haven't really beaten good teams. I mean, ironically, Atlanta has not played since losing to Connecticut, but they were on a winning streak before that. I think Atlanta's proven they can beat this team. They've done so already. I
I mean,
like
we
the
talked
dream.
about Atlanta though. Atlanta plays down the competition.
Yeah, this is definitely a spot to play up, just based on the potential
Which
hype
makes
around
Atlanta.
it.
Let's also throw that in there. Which makes Atlanta very, very dangerous this year.
It does.
Because I feel like this is different than what they did in years past. In years past, they were literally just 50-50 at times. Maybe they got the rolling, beating up some bad teams, but like you were really 50-50 a lot of times. They're actually playing really, really good against good teams, but it's the bad teams that they're just not, they're just overlooking. And so with the fact of Indiana being Indiana, I don't think they're overlooking them either. I think they're about to come in there, they're about to play. Indiana struggles to score on the road, and that's not a space you want to be in with this Atlanta team. Where if them threes start to fall, you're going to get up out of there really, really quickly.
And that last meeting was close. They could have won that game.
Yep, both games were close.
Yeah, they won the first one, they lost the second one, but it was there for the taking. So I think they come out here at home and they look sharp.
I'm with you. All right, I'm Atlanta Dream, laying 2.5. Both feel good about that. Both teams are 5-3 ATS this season. Let's see. Anything else of note that is very interesting here? Fever are 1-7 to their first half team total under or over. So 7-1 to the under. And same thing for the Dream, but the Dream are for the full game. Oh, okay. Look at this. Full game first half total. Fever 2-6, Dream 1-7.
Yep, sounds about right.
And then it picks up in the second half. Dream actually finished 4-3-1 to the total after starting 1-7. Jesus. Oh, interesting. So live number in Dream games. Noted. All right. 166.5 is total. With all that being said, sounds like an under game, Scott.
I like the under.
It's a lot of points for an Indiana team that has not covered their team total on the road yet. And I don't think the Dream are going to run them out the building. Steph White, if she doesn't coach up a good offense, she's going to have the defense ready to go. So, yeah.
Even the game that the Fever ended up winning without Caitlin, they had 81 points. So they didn't really do much offensively. I like the under.
All right. We don't have props, but did you peep Underdogs had added some lines?
I did not.
They did. Shouts out Underdog. All right. I mean lines like actual game lines, not player projection lines. Like I had OKC 11 minus 11 and a half on there last night. I just logged in. I'm like, what is this? What? Okay.
Not going to say no, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not going to say no. All right. Let's do it. Let's see. So I think Ryan Howard's going to have a big game here. She typically goes off against the Fever. I remember that. Aaliyah Boston typically has good games against the Dream, but I just hate Aaliyah Boston's outlook without a consistent point guard getting her the ball. Her having to create for herself is not as fun as her being able to establish herself in the post and then them get them the ball.
Yeah, I feel like the Fever aspect is difficult because Caitlin might play in this game. She's on track, allegedly, to potentially play, which is a long way of saying we have no idea. So
Yeah.
that affects a lot. Whether it involves usage, whether it involves the actual pace. I do think I'm going to have to kind of wait on props until I find out if Caitlin's playing or not. They could also target her on defense. I have to take a wait-and-see approach.
Yeah.
I just can't pull the trigger because Caitlin is that impactful to this team.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to wait it out.
Yeah, if you place a bet and she ends up playing, just bet the other side.
Yeah, pretty much.
Give yourself an out. But yeah. What else? Anything else that pops up? And yeah, Alicia Gray has just been too good. She didn't get over in that game against the Sun, but they all let down. So I'm gonna just bet her again here.
Anything else you're tempted by? Oh, by the way, never mind. It was just announced 2 minutes ago that Caitlin Clark is out for this game. So we're back.
Wait. I'm sorry.
There we go. Yeah, so Caitlin Clark 2 minutes ago out for Tuesday. So yeah, we're back on what we said before.
Great job, Scott. Great, nice little breaking news drop there, Scott.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Atlanta Dream just became way more interesting. Potentially might be talking about them in the show.
I grabbed the line now. No, it's closing 2.5 with Caitlin being out.
Yeah. it feels pretty good now. All right. Before we get to the last game of the slate, gotta talk to you about Underdog. Underdog's going long for the NBA Finals with their extender bonus. Hop in on game 1, and the longer the series goes, the bigger the bonus gets. We're getting to game 3, which is about to be a 60% bonus. Sign up with promo code NBA SGPN. Claim your special pick and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. We're going to have an Underdog lineup at the end of the show, so stick around for that. Again, UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code NBA SGPN. We are also Scott Van Pelt. If you've heard us talking about Rhythm, well, just know that they just dropped a new feature called Power Trends, AI detected patterns where Rhythm's models have consistently won and have a strong ROI. They're updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm, so no touts, no noise, just clean data back picks. A whole bunch of picks in the Rhythm app. I'm telling you, you need to get it. 7-day free trial over there at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. And we're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag, your place to bet every sport, including the NBA Finals, including the Stanley Cup, including the WNBA. Tap in over there at MyBookie. They accept customers from a ton of different locations. You can easily deposit and get lightning fast payouts with cryptocurrency. So head over to MyBookie.ag, promo code SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Liberty?
Yeah, this is going to be a very short breakdown.
I don't know, Scott. I don't know. So look, all right. Well, here the Chicago Sky are 2-5, going up against the New York Liberty. 8-0. 16 is the line here.
Can you say that again? What's the record?
2-5.
No, I'm saying the Liberty. What's the Liberty's overall record again?
8-0.
It feels pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
We got a squad.
Yeah, we do.
We really do.
168 is the total. So, Scott, I know this is really easy, and I'm not going to make this hard on us. I'm not going to get crazy. I understand this is really easy, but in the back of my mind lingers those couple of games that the Chicago Sky, for no reason, hung around with the Liberty. For no reason, they hung around.
Last year?
Yeah, I know.
They already played in Chicago. Liberty won by 25.
Yeah, I know. It's just the last time we saw the line this hard, Chicago covered, and it was really annoying. They actually won outright. But yeah, Chicago sucks.
Also to ask, who's Chicago's point guard now?
Yep, I was literally just about to break the news about that.
Bad. It was rough.
I love coming back after a long weekend because it's so much breaking news to drop. Courtney Vandersloot tore ACL.
Yeah. They carried her off. It was rough.
I mean, she
might retire. Like, I don't know.
I was about to. That's what I was saying. Like, she might have to retire. That was,
yeah, sucks.
So
I don't know who their point guard's going to be. Atkins probably gets a massive.
They should get Haley Jones on the line.
Could be.
I mean, she's not a true point guard, but like, it's way better than any other ball handling that they got going on right now.
Yeah, and for the Liberty, John Quell's a maybe. We don't know. She got injured in the mid-6 game, left early.
Yeah.
Didn't practice on Sunday. So I don't know if she practices on Monday or not, so keep an eye out for that, but she might not play. Shout out to Stewie, by the way.
So I was just about to get to that. I didn't brag that I've went swept and we hit the Stewie play because we did sacrifice John Quell for that play.
I didn't ask you for the assist. That got there too.
But what I will say is that I have never been on. Okay, let me not say never. I'm sure I probably haven't. I'm just not thinking about it, but I don't care. I have never been on the side of it, the right side of an injury. It's always my player that's getting injured.
Mm.
When Jacquel went down, I said, "Oh, dude, what?" But then I thought about it. I'm like,
"Oh, Stewie's about to kill them." Yeah, Stewie had a great game.
I was like, Stewie, that's Stewie. Those Stewie rebounds feel really good right now, though.
Mm-hmm. And she flew over that number.
Jacquel, I'm sorry if you see this because Jacquel is my dog. We've had multiple interactions, me and Jacquel Jones. So like that's really my dog. I'm sorry, bro. I hope you feel better, but like I was definitely thinking, man, if Stewie's got to hit the rebound prop today, or it's just never gonna happen.
Yeah, and she came through.
Shout out to Stewie.
Yep.
All right, so we're going chalk.
I mean, that segues into what we were talking about before, though. Even if John Quell's out, we've seen Stewie step up. She's capable of doing that. And the Sky, look, they weren't good anyway. Vandersloot was at least the person trying to organize the offense. I don't know what you're doing now. You're going to hope that Ariel Atkins goes for like 5 threes? Like, what's your plan?
And you got to think, like, Courtney Vandersloot was so big in their plans because they talked about it publicly, like how much they were trying to entice Courtney Vandersloot to playing in Chicago this year. And like, yo, we want you. We need you. Like, you are the point guard. You're going to run the offense. You're going to get all these minutes, all of this stuff. And now she's gone. You did all of that offseason acquisitions, bringing in her, Ariel Atkins to play next to each other for the backcourt to play alongside Angel and Cardoso and hopefully make them better.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's gone. Yeah.
And I mean this, by the way, in a non-like trolling clickbait way. Angel's just been horrific this season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have to at least bring it up.
It's mental.
You could argue it's mental. Like, it could be a couple other aspects. The fact that maybe she just didn't work on her game as much as we were all anticipating her to. Something like that. But I got to bring it up. Like, in a completely non-hater way, it has been just a mess to watch her play basketball this season. Even the rebounding hasn't been as dominant as it was in previous years. Or last year, I should say. I got to bring it up. Because if she's supposed to be one of the main potential candidates to grow as a player, you can't really plateau in year 2. That can't really happen, you know?
Well, so here's my thing, and here's where I push back, is because you also have to admit she had a coach that she loved playing for and loved working with her that was actually developing her. And as much as I like Tyler Marsh as a prospect, it has not correlated into game 2, and it's impacting her play.
Definitely true.
If Teaspoon was there, would she look better playing another year under Teaspoon? Probably so. Does that mean the Sky would look better as a team? I don't know. But, I mean, actually, the Sky look way worse than they did last year.
Say, the coaching has not been good.
They actually look way worse
than
they did last year.
The coaching has not been good. Having said that, though, you actually acquired a true either pass-first point guard or just solid point guard.
It got worse.
And you figure that Reese would get some free baskets courtesy of the pick-and-roll game, and it just hasn't happened. Ignoring all the, random stuff on social media and all the other, like, memes that are made, I just mean in general, I thought she would be playing better than this. I don't think she'd be great offensively, but she's arguably regressed, and that's the problem.
And see, here's the chat talking about she was busy modeling, doing the podcast, all that stuff. That's why we can't give non-biased takes on these players, because, like, other people, like, try to make it all about nothing. That literally had nothing to do with it. Hooper, I promise you, every Hooper hoops in the offseason a lot. Like they it's hard for some people to go a day without hooping, but it just, I feel like I agree with Timeout Sports. I'm really disappointed how Angel looks, but I feel like a lot of it is mental and a lot of it is like the coaching staff.
The coaching's been bad too.
Yeah, he hasn't figured it out yet. And I really don't want to admit that it's the coaching staff because I like Tyler Marsh, like, as a dude, but like, bro, it just doesn't look good. And we got to call a spade a spade. It doesn't look good. With that being said, Scott, I don't think that there's anything else to really talk about here.
No, the Liberty can probably name the score.
They are really about their money. So, yeah, I although there is that little bit of pessimism of I've seen the Chicago Sky team play the Liberty and for some reason keep the game close when they never should. But I,
Juwan's mentioning that she did play Unrivaled. To be honest, I actually don't remember how well or poorly she
she
played in
got hurt.
Unrivaled.
She got hurt.
I'm saying before she got hurt. I don't remember
Oh
how
no,
well
she
or
had a.
poorly she
Oh no,
played.
she. Oh no, she had a few games. Like she was going. She was doing pretty well. It
I
was
know you were
okay.
more tapped into Unrivaled than I was,
It
but
was a. It, but it was a. It's also like kind of not her league. She really, honestly, probably didn't need to play. It's really not her league. It
and there's
was more
also
like
better spacing, obviously, for
yeah,
Unrivaled.
yeah.
But
So it's different. It's different. I would like to see her play, or I at least would like to see the entire team take a steep step forward because this is just horrible. 2-5, and they look worse than last year. And Teaspoon is probably sitting on her couch laughing like, "See, Teaspoon," and they would have had Candy Carter still if they kept Teaspoon too.
and a reminder that they missed the playoffs because the whole team died. It wasn't because like they completely quit on the coach. The whole team got hurt.
Yep, they could have made. Yeah, they could have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott, you're making a point here. Teaspoon, man, Teaspoon got dealt a bad hand. That's crazy. Former New York Liberty, by the way. Shout out to her. 168 over.
By the way, I see timeout mentioning that I'm talking about the rebounds. She has gone down 0.8 rebounds per game. I didn't say she's a bad rebounder now. I just said their rebounding numbers have gone down. That's all I said. She's still a very good rebounder, but her number has gone down. So, there you go.
168 over.
I don't know. Do I think that this team could actually score against the Liberty?
Does it matter?
You can argue that it does because the first meeting this season was kind of close to this number because the Liberty scored 99. The game went over anyway.
Do you think the Chicago Sky can get to 60?
60, yeah.
I think the Liberty gets to 100.
They can definitely get to 100.
So, like, if you're telling me I'm playing around with 68 points the Sky could mess around and fall into 68 points because I think I got them at 100 right now, Scott. I'm not gonna lie. 90.1 points per game, dog. Last in the W. It's really, really bad. I think there's one game they didn't let a team score 90 points. And that was Indiana last game. And Minnesota. No, that wasn't. No. Yeah, that's the only game. Indiana last game. Oh, dude. Liberty team total over. What is that? Oh, I don't have a line.
It's going to be somewhere in the 90s.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhere in the 90s. I don't have a line for it right now.
I'm not taking an under. I'll tell you that much. The Sky can't guard anybody.
Yeah, give me a Liberty team total over. That's probably the better play than playing the full game over, just in case, the Sky actually offense just dies. But I think at some point the Liberty are going to feel a little bad for them, let them score a little bit. 91.5, Scott. It's not high enough.
Not taking the under.
I feel like you should make it 94.5 and make me think about it.
Yeah.
91.5, I don't think about it.
At home? Like, yeah, they're going to
like that's one bucket past 90. Like
you can make an argument you'd prefer to go with the first half team total over. Because when the Liberty bring in the bench unit, the game just dies. I think that happened against Connecticut. Didn't they pull everyone? They didn't score in the last 5 minutes of the game?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather not deal with the scrubs. I'd rather just take the Liberty first half team total over.
I don't have a line on that one now.
Just saying, though, that bench unit for the Liberty, though, can easily kill a team total. That's very high.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that. All right. Anything off the top of your mind, player props?
Well, I'm going to ask you if John Quill doesn't play, who's running back Stewie rebounds?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We don't have any lines, but
I was probably going to run it back even if she did play.
Let me see what Angel Reese's points are at against the Liberty in the past. I
remember one game she cooked Stewie.
Remember one game she did. I'm trying to remember how she did in the other ones. She's been fine.
I feel like Stewie has good games against the Sky.
Reese has had 13 points in back-to-back games against the Liberty, but that doesn't include this year for some reason. Actually, no, never mind. It's going backwards. This year she had 2 in the first meeting. She has had less than 11 points in 3 straight against the Liberty. However, she did attempt 17 shots in one game and 13 in the next game, and she attempted 8 in the game this season. But in her last, this is actually pretty rough. She has never shot above 30% from the floor against the Liberty. So, I mean, Jonquel might be out though, so there might be more opportunity for Reese to actually go to the basket and try to push on the interior. So maybe you can argue for Reese rebounds. No, Jonquel would open up more chances for rebounding for Reese. I don't mind the Reese rebounds here, but you have the blowout potential, which kind of sucks. I'll go back to an SQ assist. Look at the last episode of Plus Money. Got there easily. So it's been good lately. Give me an SQ assist.
This can't be right.
What?
Is this right? Hold on. Oh, no. Wait.
I don't know
Is
what
this right?
referring to.
Am I? Okay. I guess this is right. Stewie's last 5 games against Chicago Sky, 33, 30, 30, 28, 29.
And Jonquel might not play. Yeah, Stewie might have woken up last
But
week.
I feel like this isn't right. I have to. I don't know why I feel like that's not right. I feel like they're missing games. Has Stewie not? Has she been out all those games against the Sky?
I don't know. Let me see if I mean the first minute in the season she had 12 in the first minute in the season.
Yeah. Okay.
She had 12,
I
2,
knew
and
that
2.
Yeah, I felt like there were some missing games here. Okay, so I have to do this the long way because something. All right, 19. Okay. Oh, there's 33. Wait, no. Yeah. Oh no, that is 33. I thought that was minutes played. No, that is actually 33 points scored. Okay, 18. 18 and 10, 33, 14, 19, 4. All right. So I mean, she's had some ups, she's had some downs. It wasn't. I knew that was off. I'm like, wait, I don't remember Stewie being this good against the Sky. I knew that was off. I need to send them a message to fix that. All right. Yeah. Okay. So Stewie rebounds, Sabrina assists or RA. Cloud PRA feels like a good Cloud get up spot here. She's
It's kind of
been,
just whatever you want to take.
yeah. Honestly, it really is.
We're picking them to score 90 plus points, arguably 100. So pick whatever you want. But Stewie rebound should be solid though if Jonquel's out.
All right. That's it.
I can only imagine what that Stewie double paid.
Yeah, you're right.
26.
Yeah, you're right. Because I got I got 215 for 7. I got 215 for 7.
It might have been like 10 to 1.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it only got there because of injury, but still, like that still counts the same. Spends the same.
Sure does spend the same. I could be attest to that. All right. Lock, dog, underdog. By the way, Scott, I'm playing this a bunch of times today. Atlanta Dreams up to 4.5.
Yeah, I expected as much. Is that a deal breaker for you, or you still are a fan?
I mean, it's not as fun as when I still am a fan, I'm not gonna lie. But it's not as fun when I gave it out at or at least where I just took it right here at 2.5. But I think the play that I'm gonna go with though is I think I want to fade Indiana on the team total. The Dream have been really solid.
What do you say it was? It was 6-1 to the under?
The team total, let's go back and look and make sure that I'm not making myself out to be a liar. Fever Dream. Team total has been 4-4. 4-4 for the entire season for the Fever, but they are 0-3 on the road. They have not covered the team total on the road yet. They haven't been good scoring on the road, and it kind of makes sense when we think about what Steph White and the fact that, just not the best offense in the world. Good defense, slow-paced game, but not the best offense in the world, and not being able to score a bunch of points on the road. They just played the Chicago Sky, who gave up 90 points in every single game this season and only scored 79.
I was confusing the Valkyries opponent team total stuff, so my bad. That was 6-8.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Valkyries too.
Yep.
That bet is awesome. Or should I just go ahead? I could just go ahead and I'll make them a dog. It's cool. So yeah, we'll do it like that. All right, Indiana. I have a team total for Indiana set at, shout out to the 4-letter bet here, 80.5. They have not gone over this yet on the road this season. I say that the Atlanta Dream hold them under 80 points here. Give me Indiana Fever team total under 80.5. That's my lock. There's a lot of lockable cards, lockable things on the slate here. I'm not gonna lie, and it's only 3 games for the dog. Valkyries first half plus 205. Scott,
Mm-hmm.
what?
It's a
Are
great
they
price.
not watching? Are they not watching? They're not watching. 6-1-1 ATS in the first half, and in that 6-1-1, Scott, for a Valkyries team that has been a dog. Oh, dude, 5-2-1 straight up in the first half. 5-2-1. You're getting plus money on every single one. 5-2-1. So shout out to the Valkyries. Plus 205 first half on the money line. Let's get it done. Whoops.
Yeah. So for my lock, I thought about going with the Liberty on the spread, just to be, as basic as possible. But Jonquel missing the game would be potentially concerning because she does give the Sky problems with her size. I thought about going with Ionescu, potentially the assist parlayed with the spread, but I don't have a line on that, so I'm not going to bother doing that. Instead, I will go for my lock with the. Do I just want the under maybe in the Fever game? 165?
It's pretty high.
I think it's a high number with no Caitlyn. I'll go for it. Give me the under 165 in that game as my lock. Think that it's a matchup, once again, which can feature maybe Indiana scoring a decent amount, but Indiana might struggle. Indiana also plays a bit slower without Caitlyn there because they kind of have to. I'll go with the under in this game, though. Think it'll be a more low-scoring matchup. The last meeting was, and this is the third time they've played in basically 2.5 weeks. So I do think it'll be a low-scoring game. Give me the under as my lock. For my dog, I am going to go with the Valkyries. I'll go with the... Do I want to go for the halftime, full-time? I can do both in theory. If I want to be a
What? You're
savage,
gonna what?
I can be a savage. Should I do that?
Scott, you do halftime, full time, and hit. I might take my shirt off on air.
It's plus 390. I was hoping
Do a
it'd be a
little
bigger
muscle
price.
man spin.
I was hoping it'd be a bigger price though. Plus 390. I thought it'd be
For
bigger.
halftime, full time?
Yeah.
No way.
So I'm looking around now to see if it's
What?
any different. I
In the
saw
NBA, you're getting like
390.
plus 550.
Yeah, I'm checking to see if I can find a better price elsewhere, which I doubt. Valkyries. Yeah, I found 390. That's all I
For
got.
halftime and full time. What's the full game? What's the full game number?
Full game is 240.
That's not right.
No, it's actually quite wrong.
Because first half is plus 205 over here at Caesars.
Yeah, I don't know if I could take halftime full time because I'm just not even getting my
Yeah,
money's worth at that point.
it's not worth it.
Yeah, by the way, crazy joke. FanDuel now has method of first basket for WNBA. So
Oh,
that's an ultra degen play if you want to go with that. I'm just quickly seeing if I can find a player performance double.
De'Erica Hamby layup.
That's the move. That would be the move.
De'Erica Hamby / Azure Seep is layup. That feels like it.
I'll trust the Valkyries in general. Give me the Valkyries money line.
All right.
It's plus 225.
Underdog. Scott, we can add game lines to the underdog now.
Oh, we can?
That's what I was talking
No,
about.
I'm saying I wasn't sure if they'd let you do that for like other same game stuff.
Yeah, you could add the
Okay.
game lines. So like if I don't have any player projections for the Tuesday games, but if you would, we haven't, neither one of us locked up the Liberty yet. And
Yeah, we'll throw it in there.
All right, we'll throw Liberty. It's minus 16.5 in here. I mean
Okay.
minus 15.5. I'm sorry, minus 15.5.
That's fine.
And then we only have Valkyrie Sparks projections. I'm cool taking Hamby.
I'm fine with that.
Points.
It really is a great matchup for her. She kind of has to dominate. They have no size at all.
All right, Hamby. KT?
I mean, do you want to
KT
go
lower?
I was gonna say we could do KT lower if you want to go DGen, Hamby higher, Plum lower. To actually trust the front court for once.
Wait, event doesn't support same game parlay. Why not? What? Wait, Thornton lower. Why can't I play this? Why can't I play Hamby higher and Thornton lower?
I have no idea.
I don't know why I can't play Hamby and Thornton together at all. Why can't I do? Yeah, it's not letting me do. Yo, it's not letting us do our same game. It's not letting us do our same game entry.
Okay, what happens if you remove the spread from the Liberty?
I did.
Oh, you did. It still doesn't work.
Yeah, it's still not doing it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to pass on the underdog entry. Sorry.
Well, now let's I'm sure somebody else can do it somewhere. Something. I think actually I don't know. I don't know why that's not working. All right. So let's just do De'Erica higher, 16.5 points. We have the minus 15.5 for the Liberty. And let's go to Indiana and Atlanta. And let's just take Atlanta minus 1.5.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So there we go. De'Erica Hamby, higher, 16.5 points. Atlanta Dream laying 4.5, and the Liberty laying 15.5.
Yep.
6.61x, Scott.
Okay.
Or is it only? I wonder if it's doing this because I'm in North Carolina, and North Carolina has Underdog Sports as well. I'll have to go back to Virginia and check and see if that's just a North Carolina thing. Because I couldn't do this at home, but when I got here, I was able to do it. And I was like, oh, cool. So
yeah,
I wonder if that's just
it could be a state thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a state-to-state thing. So, all right. Well, if it doesn't work, guess what? You got a parlay or whatever you want to call it. So we always give out something. $100 gets you $661 over there at Underdog. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN. Scott, anything else for people before we get out of here?
No, nice to be back. Of course, hopefully we cash the plays, and yeah, looking forward to it.
All right.
By the way, we got NBA in the morning. So
we have NBA in the morning, and we will be back we'll be back tomorrow night for the Wednesday games. Yes, tomorrow night for the Wednesday games. Wow, we're gonna be busy tomorrow, Scott. We got to go on the Mothership Pod and talk about Game 3 too. All right. With that, he's at Reichel Radio. I'm at really __. Make sure you give us both a follow. Make sure you give us a 5-star rating and review wherever you get your podcast for WNBA Gambling Podcast so we can continue this show going. Need you to give us those 5-star ratings and reviews, like the video on your way out. And with that, I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending podcast.